breakout players from both of these teams.
Hello everybody. Finally gue streaming lagi setelah 1000 purnama. Gue nggak pernah live stream di YouTube. Ada siapa nih? Ada Wahyu, ada Vita, ada Joshua, ada Hope, ada Pise, ada Tiara, ada ini, ada Keisha, ada Aprilia, Salsabila. Annyeong guys. God ya, karena tampaknya dia sedang tidak baik-baik saja. Kenapa sih laptop buat teh kayak harus di gue mau baca chatnya di laptop sekarang. Bentar ya adik-adik ya. Lock screen. Thank you, Lan. Thank you. Masih belum mulai nih, guys. Suara deskop gue kegedean gak sih? Link DC nggak bisa join. Oh ya? Nanti ya coba aku perbaiki. Hai Tiara, halo Hine, halo Keisha. Halo Warlux, halo Mira. Do you think they can win now? I really hope so. I hope they can bounce back and win again. Yeah. Oh my god, my lip looks so red. Link DC expired. Ya udah nanti diperbaiki ya. Why is Skylar not playing? Because I don't know, guys. I think because he just wants to rest for this season. Maybe next season he will come back. Maybe not, because I don't know actually. Hello, Pisse. Mau main game apa nonton MPL? Aku nonton si Brusco guys. Dia tanding ini kayak mereka lagi lose streak, Onyxnya lagi lose streak ya, udah 3 kali lose streak sama kayak Onyx ID ya. Jadi pusat dan cabang sama-sama lagi tidak baik-baik saja. Ayo Sorganda, thank you Iris V2 Alontin. Jadi di sini aku mau mensupport Daddy Bruce Squad. Karena mungkin dia butuh support aku. Kali. Halo April Mop. Bentar lagi April Mop loh. How are you miss? I'm fine Mr. Nothing. Iya nanti ya link DC-nya. Aku lagi malas ngurusin DC. Nanti abis ini aja. Halo Tisa. Sekarang pipi ya gemoy. Iya nih, diet ah. Halo Akila Jeffrey. Halo Kera GDP. GDP, what is GDP? Halo, sabar ya Warlocks ya. Halo Pauski. Halo Dimas Kasep. Halo ya. Nggak mulai-mulai gue liat-liat nih MPL-PH nih, MPL ID aja udah mulai. I see. Suara gue kecil banget. Coba sekarang udah gede belum? I am from North Korea. Don't lie to me, John Rick, because you are not from North Korea. You're from Philippines, right? Brusco ya tanding hari ini guys, jam ntar lagi dia tanding. RVH lose streak because we're not watching it. I watched their match against Aurora or Falcons, I forgot, but they also lose. I'm trying to watch their match today. So Brusco can feel my presence. Are they already playing or not? Guys, draft pick please. Draft pick dong. God, I didn't need another lucky charm. Don't worry guys, I already bought another lucky charm for him, but I cannot send it to Philippines because it's too pricey. I don't have that much money to send it to Philippines, and also a lot of what is it? Courier in Indonesia doesn't want to take my gift to Philippines because it's a new thing. Yeah. Lawan Onyx PH sangat bagus musim ini. Oh ya? Oh ini dia. Oh my god. Wait, bro, my boyfriend. So cute. Okay. Wait, I need to turn off the sound first. They look so it seems like they are not happy. Is it me?
But can these young guns put a stop to them as they find their own way of redemption? The hive is buzzing for AP
When he is
Bren!
in Indo, yeah, I will give
In the EXP
I will
lane,
give
he's
the
dead!
gift to Busco
It's the
when
man
he
with
is
the
in
million
Indo
moves, James
for
Howe!
Yazao Master.
In the
And
mid lane,
I want to give,
Joe
because you
Skirr!
say it. Pauski, I remember that courtship always go back and forth to Indonesia, but I'm not sure if he is coming to Indonesia again. Or should I give it to Dar? Interesting. Interesting, Pauski. Thank you so much for your
Coaches, please welcome to the stage
For
Coach
your-
Why Not and
Yeah.
Coach Jeff.
opinion, yeah.
MPL Arena, who's
Split fiction yun. Ay,
and who
yo.
will finally get a victory?
Lu yang beli.
Onyx
Ntar lu
Philippines
kasih ini aja ke gue,
versus
kodenya.
AP Bren.
Jadi gue tidak
Battle
perlu
of the
beli
Sonics
karena mahal
versus the
say.
Bees. This is definitely a match to watch out for. Here's Onyx Philippines, Kirk, King Kong, Super Prince, Brusco, and Kelra.
You know, even if a lot are questioning what's happening with Onyx Philippines, you cannot deny the
You are
fact
my
that they
ideal
are
girlfriend,
still
Bisco.
the
It's so lucky
defending
to have you.
champions of
Hey,
the
bro,
Philippines
I'm
as well
so lucky
as
to
the
have him
world
also.
champions.
at
And
this.
they're just looking to continuously prove that this is just
So
a small
handsome,
crack
bro.
in their path towards
But
greatness once
I
again.
actually
They
really
can be
hate
able
their
to bounce
they
back and
didn't
go back to
edit
God
their
form.
picture.
But
Like
after
why
going up
they
against
look
Team Liquid
so
Philippines yesterday, the top of
like
the
they
ranking so
look
far, I'm
kaya
pretty
nga
sure
mandian.
that they are hungrier
they
than
look
ever and that they've learned
like
so
they
much as
didn't take a
well.
bath, bro.
But up against this challenge too is
Why they
AP
didn't
Bren,
edit
it's
it?
Ter, James Pax,
Like the lighting is so
Stroxford,
bad.
and Shizu.
It feels like we've seen less 100
Mapot-mapot na lahat.
from
It's
James
okay
Pax.
na ta.
And that's a long way to a million. So hopefully we get to see him really shine here. Kicking Chove Skirt have to pave the way for their jungler.
Oh my
Shizu,
God.
he's been
Okay, guys,
slowly
we need
showing up and
to
getting there. Dare has
pray
been the one who's coming
now.
out as the big X
Let's
factor.
pray.
It's
So
some key plays when he
NPH
has
can
his hands
win this
on
match
the
and
Madao.
also the
However,
next
there's times where Onyx
next
Philippines lost
match
is
until
because their
MPLPH
opponents were
and
able
they
to
win the
outplay and
first
minimize
place
the
again.
activity of
Amen.
Kirk. Dare has to win in lane and beat Kirk.
Ooh, that's a huge responsibility that they have to do, and I just want to say,
I cannot
Shizu
read
also
the
took off his glasses
data
once again
check.
for today. It seems
Lord
like they're really
control for
getting
Onyx
serious, but,
27%.
despite
Holy
their
mother.
despite the
Serious?
losses from Onyx Philippines, it still pretty much favors them. It seems like in
Ah.
terms of like every single game they play, they tend to perform better than AP
got
Bren.
You know what baffles me
The
about
first
this
blood,
graph?
70%.
AP Bren comes from MPL. They were the reigning defending
Come on,
champions,
Onyx
went up
PH,
against RRQ in
please.
a 7-game series in a global ban system. But if you're gonna look
Yeah,
at their
they're
hero
doing some
pool, they're
power
the
from
most,
Ayo. Yeah.
the least
I
unique
will
heroes
give
used
him
amongst
some
all the teams in
power.
MPL.
Yeah,
They're
I thought
awake
AP
now.
Bren
I
at this
really
point would
hope so.
actually just
I
try
really
to
hope
juggle more
they
heroes
finally
and
knows
more
what
strategies.
they missed
Similar to
before,
what Twisted Minds is
and I
doing
hope
with
they
their
can
own
bounce back.
ability to try
my
and
God, I
make
want to see my
Alice in the
boyfriend.
jungle and healing roamers or mid laners work. So hopefully we get to see a little bit of that experimentation from AP Bren today. But there's a chance we might not because they're looking for stability. They're looking for their very first win.
Yeah, I mean, it
Please,
wouldn't hurt,
please,
but
please.
let's see if they
Please
would
let
take
them
that
win.
into consideration, knowing the gravity of the
Until
current
next
situation.
year.
So let's listen
After
into
that,
the pink test.
I will take Brusco to Indo.
O daling dali mo, sayaw na gusto ko, kaya igiling, wag hihinto. Remember Jay, I promised you,
Igiling,
you should have seen me win.
hihinto.
Yun ang word of the day ko. Lahat ng mga bagay nagbabago pagkatagalan.
Oo, pag puno na dyan, sa kabila naman kayo ha. Dito sa kaliwa, maluwag pa oh. Puno na sa kanan
I
ha.
don't understand naman.
Sobrang dami dyan.
Waalaikumsalam, Z.
Ang tagal kasi nung biyahe natin, coach eh. Kailan
PH
ba uusad
champion
to?
curse?
Ay na, dumadami na sa kaliwa.
I don't think so
Sa kaliwa,
because
puro ka mag-anak.
look at
Ang dami natin ka
the
mag-anak.
Team Falcons, guys. They can win.
So apparently, James
Two
Pax is
M6,
calling on the other
two
members to
M6.
take up the vacant seats on other side.
I think they're changing their gameplay
I mean,
so
I
their
get
teams
it.
know
At
their
the
play
beginning, it
style.
looked like
Yes,
there
I
were a lot of
think
members of
so
the Super
too.
Fam, but now there's a lot of Bs in the Hive have
I
shown
really
up.
hope
So,
they can
on the
rebuild
Philippines,
their
rebuild the family,
communication and chemistry.
redefine what it means to play as Onyx Philippines in this current metagame.
May-
The world has adjusted to
Manyanabis
you. That's
na parang ko, engine
undeniable.
with this.
To change things
It's
up,
not a champion
rediscover
because it's being
yourselves in this game.
complacent.
Tough ask for
So
them.
is what
Tough
is
ask also for AP Bread to
complex-
usurp the family, because I
complacent?
feel like even in their worst days, Onyx Philippines
Are
are
you
still the
Weche?
best
Bulan
teams in
apa?
the world.
Maaf
While AP
banget,
Bread
Weche
still
itu
have
apa
a
sih?
lot to prove. So
Yes,
both of
sorry
you
banget, gue gak
need
tau
to
lagi
shrug
WEC
off
itu
the
apa.
curse. Easier said than done, because in the professional scene, that takes so many steps. It begins with the draft, changing priorities,
Siya lumayan
changing
apa
out
Bren yung... Ito
which
ada namanya
heroes
James
go where in the very
Pamungkas.
specific
Kaya
draft
namanya
order.
James
Who are you
Pamungkas.
willing to give and
Atau
get
James
in the draft?
Pangkas.
Then, how do you execute it? How do
Wait,
your
siapa,
EXP
Cok?
laners find the right timing
Alas,
to enter?
gini deh,
See, I
iya.
could keep going, but my time is
Kenapa
done
ya?
because the
Nggak
draft
bisa
is
gitu
gone.
kayak
Yeah,
RRQ,
and
WS,
at least we
PKWS,
ended on
kan
a
jadi
very
gue happy.
significant talking point, which is again
Oh,
the
HA World
highlight on
Endurance
the EXP
Championship.
laners.
Nggak tahu
Because
ini kapan
we
ya guys?
did mention earlier,
WCMLB
Renmar did
maksudnya.
mention how Gem was indeed
Hello,
proving to be
Pristika
the X
Hamida.
factor for AP Bren in their
Your name
recent-
sounds
Dare.
like Korean.
Or Dare.
Daredevil.
Yeah, the Dare.
Are we
Dare.
settling with Daredevil?
Oh, guys, can you please switch the... Yes, thank you so much. Yeah,
Yeah,
drafting
I do agree with you
pace,
because again,
drafting
if you're gonna
pace,
recall the games
drafting
of AP
pace,
Red wherein
pace,
they were about
pace.
to turn the tides for them.
Kapan
of
kino lagi
potential
pas
comeback.
ESL,
It was
guys?
started off by Dare's
Okay,
Padang,
they-
paired up
oh.
with the Vexana of Chomskirt.
Sir. So now
your command?
they
Are you
even
good?
take out
Okay.
that
Funny.
Badang we
Always.
previously
They
mentioned.
always been fun.
First.
Yeah, they're taking
Onyx
out
lagi
the
tidak
folk
baik-baik
here, so,
saja ya.
yeah,
Onyx
just
pusat
goes to
sama
show
Onyx.
that Onyx Philippines
Cabang
are
lagi
respecting the hell out
betul.
of Dare here, and they take away the Roma from Kekadot. So the EXP lane
Ah,
trade might
yes,
boil
maybe.
down to four
I
heroes.
do agree at some
Edith,
points with your
CC,
opinion, Jim.
Lucas,
Hilda?
Hilda. There we go.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Are you above that he's gonna win now? Yeah.
One of
Hey,
them.
he's
Okay.
There.
Oh, they got the Louis.
So this time, I actually like that both teams
Oh,
are
I already
respecting,
asked. Aku udah
the
nanya,
ba-
guys.
the
Kenapa
emerging
HP
heroes, 'cause
HP-nya selalu dipegang
I would
sama
say that
Pepstone?
one
Terus jawaban dia
factor
cuma,
why they
karena
lost
kita bestie
yesterday,
dong.
both of them, was because for AP Bren, they
Dia bilang
refused
dia
to
dekat
ban the
matinya sama
Alice, and
Pepstone
for
terus kayak let
Onyx
him
Philippines,
do
they
what
actually
he wants.
refused to ban
Gitu.
the Louis of Sanji.
Mm,
So this time, I think respecting the capabilities of your opponents might be the key in securing a victory.
yeah. But I mean, a lot of the other signature picks are out there too.
Or
that
maybe
could
I
potentially
think
be picked up. I
because-
think Shizu could still potentially pick up the Granger or Harris.
Payback.
And there you go. Speaking of
Joy?
signature picks, look at Chomskirt immediately picking up the Varsa.
Yeah, taking away two
Will they
mid
ban
laners.
Joy?
You instantly
Sound
lock
is
in
low.
one. That means
Which
Onyx will have
one
to
is
choose
low?
picking the
My
East for the
voice?
Vexana,
Or
Super Prince
the
here.
caster
But they
voice?
forego that. They wait for their Super Prince pick later. They pick up the Jawhead, so they get a very good, quick scaling,
How about
very
now?
aggressive combination of heroes in the first phase. They're gonna be looking for mid lane. and
Yay,
EXP
may
lane
Diddy
matchup
Briscoe
priority,
use
which is
Jawhead,
the right
yes.
play. If
100%
I'm AP
he's
Bren,
the one who
go ahead and
wins.
pick your roamer up now too. Or your gold laner
Oh my
if you
God,
want to make.
I
Oh,
am
excuse me, that's already a
quite
Granger.
nervous
Roamer or
though.
jungler specifically, as the Joy is still open for AP Bren.
Yeah, the Joy still could be potentially picked up, especially as they did decide to go for the Granger instead of the Harith. We all know that you don't usually pair up the Joy and the Harith whenever we look for those jungle gold combos, just to kind of spread out the damage distribution.
beat of the flash.
So there they will secure the
course.
Joy immediately, but
What
this is
kind of-
where what you previously
Oh,
mentioned
there's
also.
such-
Oh, shoutouts to Coach Ev and his fiancée. Or are they?
Oh,
Were they already
They're married.
they're married?
Where are
yeah.
the
Been married for quite some time.
So, his wife. Correction.
Yeah.
No, I mean the championship rings.
I doubt he goes around just wearing
Diddy
those.
Briscoe.
He's wearing his marriage ring, I guess.
Okay, fine.
Yeah,
fine.
that is the best ring that he has.
Yes. Of
Yves
all.
is,
beside him,
is,
yeah.
Yves is
I
still
agree.
a good
Alright,
Is
so
Yves still a good
okay.
mid laner now.
AP Bren can now focus more a bit.
I
But
don't think
would they still want to ban out XP lane heroes though? We're
Yes.
kinda losing out on those
Parang-
possible trades.
Yeah, I think they will show their EXP laner now fourth. If ever they can go for a
They
flex
want to use
pick,
Faramis or
they
Chip.
can show like something like a high loss. because it's good. The high loss supplements very well.
I
It's
love
good
ya.
anti-invade and it's also pro-invade.
I love
If ever
Gilang
the
the boy.
Jawhead
Anjing
paired up
itu
with
Nico.
whoever is gonna
Oi,
get paired
Nico.
up with doesn't actually succeed. Considering that there's a Joy, Valentina might be off
What
the
kind
board.
of
I think,
hero that
excuse me,
they will ban?
Vexana.
Ban.
I think AP Bren would
Ban.
actually want to commit
Ban.
the ban on the Eve instead.
Oh,
And then
yeah.
force the Vexana to go on it.
Eve is still actually open
Or the other way around.
for Onyx, but oh,
Cho.
Wipe out all the
okay.
injustice in the
They
world.
take out the
Mm.
Cho,
XP?
which is a
XP
common
ang time.
matchup to the Jawhead and the Cho, but what
Ah,
else is
Apa
did they
mga
really take
ganyan
out the
dyan?
Eve? Or
Yif?
at least
Eve,
one,
kaya
since
niya.
I think 3 of the XP laners we previously mentioned are still there anyway.
Yif? Ataw.
It's either the Eve or the Vexana they're going to take out, I guess.
Yeah.
There's still a
Okay.
big trader on the EXP lane. Again, we
Yes,
mentioned
so
the
yeah.
Western Hilda and the CC.
Yeah.
I think
Sana.
AP Bren would want one
I don't think so.
very
I don't
solid,
think so,
stable
maybe.
option. Actually,
Okay,
I'm
Chop.
rushing the Hilda 4th pick.
Hope will find
So
a
they ban
way.
out the Vexana. There you
Vexana
go.
is
Eve is
good. Three
available
of
for
Super
Onyx
Friends
Philippines,
Hero
but
they
if
ban
they
it.
do
What
get
kind
to
of-
secure that XP laner, which could
What
be just
kind
really
of-
disruptive,
Yeah.
May
he
friend
wouldn't
na
have
that
such a great
first
time
switches.
either.
Yep.
Napayamit
Exactly.
niya.
That's why
So yun, Yif.
the ball's
Kanya
on the court of
magdipancing
AP
buat
Bren.
pa kay Yif kasi.
So, because if this isn't an Eve, we've seen Aurora fall out considerably. So,
Oh,
that flew under my radar. That's actually a very good
Kaya
ban by
magpancing buat
Onyx. And I think this
Eve.
actually goes to show that we
Tapos kaya
might
mo
see an Eve pick up there for Super Friends.
that might
Anakan
just
gampang banget
increase
may
the
kinip
chances.
pala.
So there, knowing
Ano si-
this huge task he has to fulfill, will they be revealing his
Angel.
hero now? Will they do
Rico,
decide
ito
to
nga
go for either
gombal-gombal niya.
Hilda
Pareho nga, brus ko,
or
brus ko, chowa ko,
the
chowa.
Lucas
Nakita niyo, udah bilang manusia,
Like in
choy.
terms of their current lineup, yeah, it does feel like the Hilda could supplement so much of what's
Yep.
lacking so far from this
Stress
AP Bren's
naman ako.
lineup.
Just make sure that James Banks isn't alone with the
Let's
dive.
hear from the crowd.
Oh,
Make some noise for young
Okay.
Go ahead and,
They
go for the
cannot
CC
use
route.
Hylos, there is Chichi.
So even if
Siapa
Onyx
ya?
decides to
Edith.
Hilda,
When you gaze into the priestess of primal
I
life,
know, right?
the
Edith and
master
Selena.
of all the
I don't know,
evil
but Selena
gods.
to, but
Okay.
Edith.
All right. They went
I
for
know
the
about
Selena,
Edith.
which at
But
this point I'm
Kirk!
no longer that big a fan of. But they
Kirk
paired it up
was
with the Edith.
using Edith.
And they already have the Harith also. But it's very single target lockdown focused for the lineup of Onyx. They decided to go with this.
Apa
You know what?
time?
Why not? This is good for longer engagements, longer team fights, and
Yeah.
they needed something that
Gatot.
something paired up with the Harith in
Gatot.
that regard.
Hylos.
Now the roamer pickup though can just be very solid. They can be like a high loss, and you wouldn't
Tig.
mind
Yeah, Hylos.
because the revitalize would come in big time for them.
Yep. I'm just thinking
Or
about the
Tigreal.
accuracy of or the timings of these crowd
Tigreal
control skills
or
that
Hylos.
are in Onyx Philippines lineup. Since look at the high mobility heroes currently in AP Bren, especially talking about
Okay,
James
oh.
Pax. I think even yesterday between Onyx and
Let's
Team
pray,
Liquid, there were
guys.
times where
I hope
a Joy
Onyx
was just able
PH
to
can
escape
win
away from Onyx
2-0.
Philippines with this very
2-0.
similar lineup too.
2-0
So I hope they get to be
until
more coordinated at
MSC.
least whenever they do
Eleven.
decide to go for those kinds of attempts. But
my
AP Bren
boyfriend
wraps up their
behind
lineup with the Gatot.
Yeah. I get the Selena because it ensures that Shovskirt's not gonna have an easy time trying to go for the shower on the feathering airstrike. But at the same
Please
time,
be
if the official arrows
good,
can hit, a lot
guys,
of Selena's not gonna be able to jump, 'cause if the arrows don't hit,
Make
what are
us
you doing?
happy.
Like, what are you contributing to the team?
And
Kapantiin
it's
daw,
stationary.
nanti pa
As
si
much as the Barca
SR.
is stationary, just look at the heroes in AP Bren's lineup ready to block off all those abyssal arrows. Just even with the Gatot, they'd be willing to do that.
After knowledge, a lot of crowd control
Oh,
inside
no,
of Onyx,
stun
significantly more compared to AP Bren, and that's where
Welcome
the
to
kicker
Mobile
might be.
Legends.
Like Onyx can control AP Bren more and for longer periods of time.
Okay, but before we
Uy,
dive into
what
game number
happened?
1, let us
Guys,
first ensure
please.
that everything.
I really want to know why MPLPH always pause and pause
Is
and pause.
settled
Is it
for
the
our players. And again, going back to the
signals?
idea,
The provider problems?
yeah, I mean
Or what?
the presence of an Edith would really
Is your
somehow ensure that
internet
they could
not
fight
good?
longer
Yeah.
up against AP Bren. Just wondering if the execution of the early game 2 for AP Bren would be as good since they have a lot of early burst damage that could potentially come out from their lineup.
That's a phone issue or the
Apart from
provider
the prolonged
issue?
team fights that will for surely go in favor of Onyx. Alongside the Abyssal Arrow, the Earth Shatter Flicker combination or on
Guys,
risk
just
has to
wait.
connect as well. Because we've been
I will
seeing
watch
some
NPLPH
missed
inform.
timed or
Again,
misconnection plays
if
coming in
Rusco
from Kirk
goes
when
to
he's rocking
final
the Edith. So
or
a
semi-final.
lot of pressure will also boil down to Onyx
But
later.
if Rusco didn't go to final or
It can
semi-final,
go as little as
I'm just going
whether
to
or not
hang out
he
with
should
him
use the first skill or the second skill, I think. Like, those are the
in PH.
smallest decisions even that could make a huge difference.
I think it's a place for sickness.
Despite the chaotic fights that could happen
When I was
later
pause,
on.
yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, this is a new day for Onyx
This is
Philippines, and
Hey, but I'm
just
going
look
to
at
be
all
honest,
the
guys, with
Sonics
all
out
of you.
there, ready to support them too. They
Filipinos,
definitely
when I go
want
to
to see their
Philippines,
favorites
I really
finally
hate your
securing the
connection.
win.
Like, the
Yeah, and
signals
they
is so
definitely
bad.
don't agree with James Banks' comments a while ago. I mean, they're gonna go biased
Like,
with
it's kinda
King Kong, but
slow,
I
you know?
100% agree with the Sonic fans that their jacket is amazing.
really
Again,
like the
you can
jacket of
pre-order.
Onyx-
You can just go
Onyx
to
actually.
MPL Philippines, go to
Like,
their
idea
booth,
on PH
and
to
pre-order
check
that
out.
amazing
This one
jacket
is
because
really good.
I do believe it's limited stocks only.
It's a racing jacket
Yes.
promoted by Dilar as well. If you saw his photos, he's
Yeah.
been
Yeah,
modeling
let's
it.
go, let's
But they
go,
are not
please.
selling the specific jacket that Delar wore
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
sweated in.
I'm sweating. I'm
Yeah,
sweating.
the specific Delar. Yeah, that would be so expensive.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
You guys can get your hands on that, but you get your very own jacket either way. So let's head back into this game.
Ay! This is my signal, sorry. Guys, please.
Again, watching out for, ooh, look at this. 3 members of Onyx Philippines. Fortunately, Chopskirt was saved. Oh!
Early aggressive start for King Kong goes in.
Oh yes, babe!
Oh my god!
Let's go, friends.
Yep, Super Prince is pissed off. He's not happy about the losing streak. Wanna play?
That's literally
Arrow?
another play coming in from Onyx. Now they're going
Let's
for
go.
Gekid.
The
Even to
aggressive
revitalize the
Onyx.
double kill coming in from Super
Please,
Prince.
I want to see.
And that's a
Stop
grown man's play
rhetorical.
with
It's
the
not a good
TPC.
thing. Super Friends, please.
I hope there's an English word for Giggle, because this is what Giggle is for Super Prince.
Super Prince is on fire today. You would have thought that Chopskirt was very safe in that position, but apparently he wasn't.
Looks like I'm seeing the big brother bully the little brother. That was classic Onyx, how they juggled that sequence of
Good.
crowd control and burst
What?
at the center of the map, and now this was
What?
Onyx in a
What?
relatively comfortable
I am not
spot to
saying anything
control the
bad,
rotations.
Lex.
Yeah, this is an early 2-0 for a Selena who we usually tend to consider as a hit or miss, but this is one of the instances
That's
where
nice,
clearly they've capitalized on the early game
I'm
potential
not
of
saying
Selena that almost
Daddy
hit again.
friends.
You know what?
I know I'm
James
not
Bam
saying
said,
Daddy friends,
King
bro.
Kong, I am more
I'm
handsomer
saying-
than you. And Super Friends took it personally.
He got offended now.
Wait!
They're trying
Let's go,
to
King Kong.
engage on the Chobes here. They're bringing down once again.
Okay,
Here
okay,
comes
that's
Super
what
Prince
I
dashing
like
in onto
about-
Gekidon. Might be able to outsustain it, but Kirk,
What?
one more hit, right on the
Sidestep.
mark. It's not going to connect. A sidestep from
Oh my
Gekidon,
god,
and he's going to evade that.
I almost died.
If only Super Hands had the flicker again. I'm pretty sure he would have flickered in and gotten the kill.
Stop recording this.
Look at this aggressive control in the mid lane of a Selena and the Jawhead.
You know, I recall when one of the first times Selena was brought back into the meta, I believe it was in Snapdragon Pro Series, it was actually Super Prince's decision to go with the Selena. It wasn't the coach's decision. Super Prince actually just asked if he could perform, if he could play it, and he outperformed everyone with the Selena.
Yeah, and if his performance on
I
the
think for
Selena is
the
terrifying enough, now that he
Kara
hasn't
wins
had his
or not?
hands
Yeah,
on
Kara wins, of
that
course.
all that cooldown reduction just yet. So
Super
imagine what could
Why?
happen and how
Why they
AP
always
Bren could be
recall,
potentially
guys?
split up once he gets to build all those items. He's currently 2-0-1 on the Selena. Imagine that. He's ahead even of Chopskirt.
This is a heat check win for Onyx Philippines if ever they do end up
Show
winning this
them
series.
how to play Selena.
Again, there's a lot of people already
Friends.
doubting them. They've struggled.
Who get it? Who
And
gets it?
I think they're going to this mentality of they really cannot absolutely
Yeah.
lose to AP Bren. They have to dominate and crush AP Bren in this series. And so far, they're doing it in the first 4 minutes of this game. showing their familiarity with
Look
their
at
old
Kara.
boot camp mates, their old org
Kara
mates
is getting ready.
that
Okay,
they
King
grew and
Kong.
learned a lot from.
Di atas,
They've even
aman yun.
attributed their success in MPL Philippines Season
Onto.
13 to what this roster that AP Bren is fielding was able to do in helping them
I think they
grow
will just
through scrims.
let Onyx
Yeah,
PH
and we're
get
seeing
the turtle.
that
It's a free
coordination
turtle,
and
of
teamwork
course.
from Onyx Philippines now. Even Kirk
Alright.
just keeps getting out of his lane, just watches James Panks and just
Beware of the
keeps
Chi-Chi.
grouping up together with even Brusco or Super Friends. But that's one thing to look at, I guess. They're took out all the energy shields already in the
Okay.
bottom lane.
He traded the gold plating for the turtle. At the same time, we're seeing again, as you mentioned, Kirk
Let's go.
being the secondary roamer as King Kong tries to invade over James
nice.
Pass.
Oh!
And even the Abyssal
Oh my
Arrow
God,
gonna go to
nice,
get another
nice.
red
King
light
Kong,
there,
King
but the
Kong.
kill spree coming in from
Hey, damn.
Super Prince. King Kong caught in the middle, and that's a trade AP Bren is willing to take.
That was Jove Skirt able to stun King Kong just in time to set up the electrifying beats for James Banks. They punish the invade, and now Onyx Philippines will have to simmer down just a little bit as AP Brand have stopped for their major rotational sequence. And Onyx will play to just allow King Kong to regain
Oh, wow,
form.
friends.
Super Princess
No,
Abyssal
no, no,
Arrow
he won't do
on Jove
anything.
Skirt.
Oh, okay, he won't.
That was a
dive
warning
in.
shot.
Yeah.
He won't
Okay,
go in.
Kara
Kara.
2 versus
Double damage force up
1.
against 2. He's focusing on the tower, but Shizu was there to add the same damage.
Oh my God, the
And
damage
now you have to look
Yeah!
for Super Friends.
Let's
One
go,
side
the
dead,
combo.
and it's gonna connect
Show
on
the
to Kakao.
combo.
There's no
Yeah!
revitalize, and there's a follow-up coming in from Brusco. The Brusco
Yeah,
picks up,
baby Bruce
and
guy.
Super Friends gets the kill.
I don't think Brusco had to use his flicker yet. It's always
Brusco
Super
Gel.
Prince getting the
Brusco
stun,
Gel
using
is
the
so
abyssal
strong.
arrows, and him just walking towards the targets and using the ejectors, tossing them towards Super
Oh
Prince.
yeah, look at them.
This
how
feels like a redemption game
Kong.
for Super Friends
They
on this
try to
Selena because
sandwich
it
King
struggled
Kong.
earlier in the week, or yesterday rather. He's coming back with a vengeance here. Great line that Brusco and Super Friends set up, and I think that's the line that they've been playing around. So Brusco get vision and Super Friends just always be lined up perfectly so that the Abyssal Arrow will land. It'll be Brusco tosses first and then Super Friends with the Abyssal Arrow. Conceal down bot.
Okay, let's see.
Okay,
They're gonna
nice.
focus their target onto
Oh,
James
oh,
Pax.
nice,
There's the
nice,
ejector.
Nice, so nice.
Almost. But
Yeah,
Onyx
that's
was
what I
able to finish the
thought.
job and bring down James
Guys.
Pax.
Yeah, and despite all the attention we put onto Super Prince and the connections alongside King Kong and Brusco, Kellra silently is leading the gold leaderboard. So he's just farming up so well. I can imagine how big of a threat he can be in the team fights that will happen later. Look at him just taking down turrets one by one.
Oh,
even up
Kera,
against
Kera.
3. Will Keller be
Kera!
able to
No
play
way.
with his Alpha
Oh!
Keller doesn't need him. He's going 1-on-3. Brusco with
What
the
the
throw.
hell?
Check it out in trouble.
It's 3
and a double
versus
kill
1,
for the
bro.
God in a gold lane.
Kelra with no regard for human life under their tower. A double
What the
kill for
hell?
Kelra.
He wasn't afraid to do that. James Banks trying to look for the trade, but still, there's a flicker for Super Prince
position
to survive.
and good targeting, bro.
And with that,
GG.
a total of 3 turrets are about to get taken down by Onyx Philippines.
If I was
Once
Kera,
again, we're
I would go
seeing the
back,
Sonics in their
fall
nature.
off,
King
like
Kong
fall back,
back to his usual rotations of taking away jungle creeps up against James Banks. That's a 2-level gap already for the
Bro,
junglers.
look
And
at
looking at the
him.
replay.
What the hell,
Okay,
man?
tell me
What the fuck?
another
What are
gold
you?
laner all around the world who's gonna commit the Zaman Force up against 3.
I cannot
No
tell you
one.
one. It's just
Okay,
Kellra I can think of.
Brusco.
Okay, now
Nice.
Brusco soaking up damage. He
Nice,
does,
nice,
however,
nice.
use the flicker
curtain
to
call?
disengage. The curtain call was
Oh,
there, but
no,
Zaman Force
no,
as well.
no.
Chop skirt used the feathered airstrike, and it looks like a clapback coming in from AP Bren as they bring down Brusco. But Tekidon as well is in trouble.
Yeah,
Brusco
yeah,
going
yes,
in.
yes.
Here comes the Abyssal Arrow.
Yes.
Not going to connect. And a shutdown onto Shizu and a
It's not
double
worth
kill
it.
for the
2
beast
versus
incarnate,
3.
King Kong.
That was
Look at
close,
Kellra.
even for Kellra, but he still was able to flicker away from a potential kill by James Pax, and James Pax just had to get away. He didn't pursue the fights any longer. That resulted in a 3-4-2 trade, clearly in favor of Onyx Philippines.
As you look at the Infinix hand cam featuring Super Prince and his Selena.
Wow.
Really
Yes, I
got
want
to
to
see there
pull.
the big value brought about
Yeah.
by the Primal Wrath that
Not a
Kurt
good time
brought
to
down. It looked like AP Bren found the perfect opportunity to counter. Derek got a beautiful curtain call in, and it was also a great entry by Kekadot with the Avatar
First
of Guardian.
blood.
However, Kirk
They will
had
try
a
to
full
take it
stack
or
Primal
not.
Wrath ready, and the slow front-to-back
Okay.
re-engage that AP
Oh,
Bren wanted to
no.
do didn't go their
Bad,
way.
bad.
Abyssal Arrow gonna
Bad
connect
for
onto
Brusco.
Kekidon once again, but revitalizes that was to have to say the damage. Brusco is the first man down. Keldra uses Zaman Force to zone out AP
Yes.
Bren. Another Abyssal Arrow gonna connect onto Kekidon,
Nice.
but they're gonna focus instead on the Lord, and they will do so successfully.
Rough.
Kekidon jumps in,
Tara,
catches
oh, no.
Keldra, and a shutdown for the Silent Kid.
AP Bren must be really happy with that. I mean, Keller was on the way to being unstoppable, getting 5 kills in the game, but they just shut him down early on. But even with that, looking at the current gold and the items, Keller's on his way to the Holy Crystal. So with this Lord in their hands, they're just about to gain much more map control against AP Bren.
Let's see if AP Bren can hold to the center of the map as that will be the focus of Onyx, as minion waves are crashing in through the top and the bottom. And AP Bren have decided to forgo defending the tower in the mid, and they will back off and focus on the Lord instead. Still, Super Prince
Look
checking
at
so many
Kirk
things. Brusco to
and
conceal.
Brusco,
Kirk here as well, but they will not commit it.
No, 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 no.
Kirk uses the Earth Shatter. They do have flickers for the side of Brusco. Now the Abyssal Arrow again is going to connect onto there. Meanwhile, Keldra and King Kong, the KK connection, just making quick work of the turrets of AP Bren as AP Bren clears out the Lord.
Now just left with their base turrets. AP
10 minutes
Bren, they
in.
also lose 2 of their holy shields. Now make it 3 because of just how
my God, King
efficient
Kong
Onyx
already
Philippines were able to
level 15?
maximize that
Damn.
single Lord.
You know, we're going to go back to what Naisu said last week when Yaoi used up the Selena. It's
Oh!
a mini-game within a mini
The
game.
damage,
King
bro!
Kong, yikes, ouch.
Who was that? It's just the Abyssal Arrow
Scary
and the
damage.
Evil Queller?
Yep, 2 of them. It's a whole world of pain, and there's
Are they going to
beefy
commit it?
Selena.
Okay, try to
Early cast of the
push
Primal
the
Wrath.
3 lane.
Clear out the minions onto the middle lane. They're going to focus on the top lane as Keldra trying to zone out the members of AP Bren. Now again, AP Bren, they have a lot in store for them. I mean, the Abyssal Arrows that Super Prince
Damn.
continuously dishes out, not to mention King
Damage.
Kong's Queller.
Okay, they will
They're
take
going to have a hard time to
the-
defend this.
Okay, there's a better dare strike. Oh, they want to engage!
Oh,
Nice!
to detonate onto them.
Bro.
Keldra answers right back, a clap back once again. For the
Not
guard to the goal
good.
lane to bring down Kekidon. The tankiest
Not
hero of AP
good.
Bren is now gone, and the Abyssal Arrow onto Shizu. Flickers down, but Super Prince with the bang delivers the
Okay.
final blow. Brusco with
Kill
the
him.
throw onto there. He has his bench and Shane back
Nice
goes in
turn.
with the
Okay.
electrifying beats. Kirk
Just
luckily
push,
has
just
his
push, please
this
push.
ultimate,
2 versus
and now
3.
Onyx has
2
minions onto the
versus
middle
4.
lane.
Oh,
Focus
still
on the
connected
turret,
the
guys.
Abyssal
Oh my
Arrow.
God, they
Wait.
cannot,
jump
they cannot
first,
just
uses
fall
the
off.
ultimate to zone out
Fall
the
back,
members of
fall back,
Onyx.
fall back already.
And now
Fall back,
Onyx has
guys.
to back away. They
There's
do,
no
however,
Brusco.
secure 2 inhibitor turrets.
And right before they actually left the base, they were able to force out the Purify from
What a
Chosker. So
game.
they got so much with just that single attempt of really trying to end the game. And look at this, the Lord has already spawned again.
Yeah, and Onyx Philippines should be able to get this. However, AP Bren do have the utilities
Okay.
to be able to contest this. It
800.
was Dare and Kekadot who started things off. Another great
Gold
curtain call
difference.
set up. And Kekadot entered with the AOG. However, it is Super Friends again on the Selena. The Abyssal Arrow was a deterrent to the follow-up for AP Bren. Hence why they couldn't fully commit after that Avatar of Guardian hit. They thought twice about it, and they respected the counterplay that Onyx Philippines had, which now led to this.
I think they
2
will
towers
just
down the
let
side of AP
Onyx
Bren, and
have
Onyx Philippines
the
being able to get this Lord with no
Lord
contention
again,
from
like a free
AP
Lord
Bren. This is Lord number 2.
Free turtle.
This is looking like a different version of Onyx.
Okay,
Philippines. Oh, wait,
okay,
there's an
okay, okay,
unstoppable
okay, okay.
force.
Commit everything
it
to
up, back
Kekidon.
it
Even
up.
with a revitalize, he's not going to out-sustain the damage
Suck
from
it up.
Onyx. With the Lord on the Sonic side, AP Bren, it's going to take a
Bren.
miracle for them to defend this.
I can already
Their
imagine
best, bro.
Onyx Philippines just focusing all their resources onto taking down the
Please
base once they
end
gain
this.
access. Let's see if that
And
will
this,
be
please,
indeed
sir.
the case.
Daddy
Hunting
Brusco.
season is on. Brusco with the
Focus
conceal. They're
on
looking
the
for a proper
tower.
target.
Yeah,
Kirk with a
yeah,
final
yeah,
round.
yeah,
Bulldozer
that's what
taking
I-
Onyx finally
That's what
wins
I-
game number 1 against AP
Finally.
Bren.
Keep on.
And so it happened.
This is the right
I
time
was
for
supposed
us
to say this
pray
felt
to
like a
God,
really
to our
aggressive and
God,
fast-paced
to your
game from Onyx
God,
Philippines, but it
that
wasn't
they
one that
can take the
entirely
second
revolved
game as
around
well.
getting the kills. It was them
Please.
getting access to
2-0.
necessary objectives and just making sure that they
And this
instantly
also
get
give them the
everything in as
chemistry
fast as they can.
connection
You know,
and
I know it's a well-rounded effort,
and
but
their power
for
back.
me, it revolved around Super
When-
Prince.
Yeah, not gonna lie, that was
when-
Monster
gonna
Mage.
lie.
That was
Actually,
Monster
Bruce will
Mage-ish, Oos.
he got money and he can go to
I mean,
Indonesia commitment.
even before 2 minutes
Timing.
in, 2 kills already into the middle lane. Super
Yeah.
Prince alone was amazing.
They needed a start like that.
Yeah.
And they
Ade,
needed a
ade.
win like that.
Ciao, Ade Bang
Onyx
Sim.
Philippines just
Hello,
couldn't
ciao,
have
Ade
gone
Bang
into
Sim.
this and,
Hello,
alright,
Koski.
textbook,
Yeah,
textbook. I'll see you in the
GG.
first turtle, sure, why not? They needed
Oh, okay, guys.
a statement start.
Let's change to Indo. Game. Oh, wow, wow. Oh, alter ego.
pun senang, semua happy dan zero dead juga dari Hijau Main. Tapi
2-0
kasih dong kata-kata
Evos.
penutup nih dari Alter Ego.
Wow.
Ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo Nino, Nino, let's go. Kata-kata penutupan kemenangan minggu yang kedua. Let's go. Kata-kata kemenangan dari Alter Ego.
2-0.
Makasih udah nonton dari Outer Champs sama Evos Frames, Bang Aloy dan lain-lain. Terus apa?
Ya Allah, rambut
Pokoknya
kamu.
makasih dah udah support kami. Itu aja.
Udah itu aja. Satu kata untuk minggu ini, Nino.
Sampai mana yuk? Stay
Gokil.
tune dong.
Gokil dan sambutlah kegokilan dari Alter Ego, kemenangan 2-0 memecahkan dari
Kayak supporter
Evo.
mereka tuh
Silakan.
heboh parah gitu. Supporter kita tuh heboh banget kan. Kalau supporter saya tuh heboh juga, tapi nggak. Lucu banget. Mino jago ya XP-nya ya guys ya. Oke, let's go back.
Not even just the first 2 minutes, even down to the last play of the
Okay,
game. Who could
50.
forget the abyssal arrow that
Super
connected to
Friends.
Shizu?
What's
Even with the flicker, he couldn't escape the damage from Super Prince.
That was nasty. Again, we mentioned it. That felt like little brother, big brother bullying little brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, not to mention those early spammed recalls
Only-
by Super
they only
Prince.
have,
It seemed like he knew
3
it from the
kills,
very
I think,
beginning,
for
and
Bren.
this is
Yeah.
a highlight of Kelra too.
Yeah, I almost lost my job here. I almost shouted an expletive. I kind of wish I did, because
You know?
that would have been the perfect time.
I would pay for your penalty if you did, because that was an amazing play, Renmo.
We know you would not. You spend too much on protein.
Oh,
I know
that's
you're
true.
very conscious about your health, and I
Fine.
don't want you to
I thought you
sacrifice
were
that
gonna
for
say
me.
hair.
No,
That's true.
about your
That's
health.
why they're friends. King Kong and Ingan are.
Well, the
Yeah,
gameplay.
sacrifice that for me, so
Sana,
it's okay,
Super
I'll take
Friends,
it.
Gokil the top. You're up.
Oops, Brusco. Why am I playing by
Yeah, why were you playing by
No,
Why were you playing by playing the highlight?
Because again, I mean, I have to commend also Brusco. He was
Yes.
literally, he was the assurance that Selena still had use, even if the Abyssal Arrows
Yes.
weren't connecting, because of those conceals, those flickers, those ejectors,
Nice.
and unstoppable forces.
Yeah, no,
Rene
maybe
pasti
part of us
pendekar
still
jago-jago.
can't believe that it's
Gue
already
nggak nonton
over
lagi match
because it just
keduanya
felt
tadi
so
pakai apa sih si Rene?
fast.
Pakai Joy lagi
So he
kah?
was probably thinking, oh, we're
Good
still
evening,
in the game.
Pablo
But in all
Naldo
honesty, it was a
Jr.
13-minute game.
So guys, there are 2 curses that might be
Oh,
broken
I
today.
need the text. Where's
One
the-
is not yet fully broken, but again, if Onyx gets her group back, Championship Curse might be broken. And the second
Guys,
one is if
I
this
need to
goes
go
to a
to the
sweep,
toilet.
the Brigida Chantel Curse.
Enjoy.
Might
Here's the
also
thing.
be broken.
Here's
You
the thing,
first.
though. In the first series,
Guys,
Brigida
I want
said,
to
"No,
put-
this is gonna go 2-0." I immediately went, "No, this is gonna be 2-1," and it became 2-1.
But now,
But now we're both in agreement that we're
Yes.
thinking this is gonna go to a 2-0. So
it's different now. We can't doubt the analyst.
Yeah, we can.
It's still the same. But if that were to be the case, then the championship curse will continue for AP Bren. Somehow it still does.
yeah,
We'll see. That's why we have 8 weeks.
it is already the 3rd week, though. And again, folks, if you missed the game and we're reacting this way because we pretty much had everything during the game
Yeah.
and right at the moments. And TLDR, Super Friends happened.
Yeah.
Abyssal Arrows hit. AP Bren got blown up.
Yeah, in other
Kelra
words.
got like a 3v1 under the first turret in the bottom lane with a double kill. If that doesn't tell the full story, I don't know what does.
Yep. In other words, you can also
Yeah.
watch the replay.
Yeah, watch the
It was
replay,
just
guys.
13 minutes anyway
Yeah.
of like just Onyx Philippines being so focused on the objectives. I swear I called it. I knew that when they were just able to gain access towards the base, they wouldn't mind AP Bread at all. They
Yeah.
were just like so set on getting the base taken down, and King Kong seems to be back.
finally, the BPI rich guy once again. King Kong with a GPM of 953. The real Sigma is Sigma-ing.
Well, BPI red on his head. He said, I want a rich guy honor too. He gets it.
He's the colors of BPI.
Yeah, he's the colors of BPI. He's the most aesthetically appropriate BPI rich guy,
I'm taking a picture.
being red and yellow.
I can't believe it.
Oh my God.
It's been so long since we've seen King Kong actually get back in the post-game statistics, wherein there were the rich guy, the carries, and all that, and apparently he suits the BPI rich guy so well.
Honestly, when the first time I saw King Kong with red hair, I thought, and then after a few weeks, oh, it's actually nice. And then in the background of BPI, it's way better. But again, apart from the usual people that we commend, I also want to go back to Kirk. Because we've said that Kirk's been, kind of playing off. But this time he showcased how he's still the Kirkitech. He was in full control, even up against the C Senior and Edith. He was always out of his XP lane because he was being the secondary roamer for Onyx Philippines.
Yeah, I like how he sacrificed a lot. I'd say. I think the early energy shields which went into their hands gave him the early war axe and the early damage output too. I think we saw it once when they were able to punish King Kong, but fortunately after that it didn't happen again for Onyx Philippines, and they were just so dominating in that entire game. So I think just the same. It was indeed a fast game, but we still need somewhat of a breather. So for now, let's head on over to our hosts and check what they have for us in this All Access segment.
Maraming salamat sa ating mga casters. Buhay na buhay ba ang mga Sonics? Let me hear you scream! You'll love to see it as Onyx gets a victory in that game 1. At syempre, kasama natin walang iba kundi si Coach Ieb. Pero sorry, Coach, para magkalinawan lang. Okay, ang dami kasing nagtatanong sa akin ano ba ang dapat na tawag sa'yo? Coach Ieb? Boss Yeb? Raha Yeba? O Haring Yeba? Kasi parang ang dami na Ang dami nang nangyayari. Ano ba dapat tawag sa'yo?
Coach Yeb lang.
Coach Yeb. Okay, mabuti ng malinaw. Mabuti ng malinaw. Coach Yeb, kamusta? Welcome back to the MPL Arena. Parang ang tagal ka namin hindi nakita dito, no?
Last season, ano ba? Season 10, yung huling dalaw ko ata.
Season 10, and now you're finally back here. It's been a while. It's been a while, but welcome back. I assume na you're here especially for Onyx Philippines. We've seen them struggle in like the first 2 weeks. Kamusta naman ang rhythm ngayon at ang condition ng boys?
Sa totoo lang, syempre, kita naman na namumblema yung both teams, Philippines and Indo. Pero ang maganda lang doon, alam namin kung ano yung problema. And willing silang lahat para baguhin yun.
And those changes, right? Those improvements are some of the things na minsan hindi mo talaga matuturo sa mga players. What do you usually tell them, especially before the start of this matchup na lalo na ngayon, they're already leading? Ano ba yung sinabi mo sa kanila bago magsimula to?
Sabi ko lang sa kanila, enjoy nyo lang. Tsaka huwag nyong kalimutan kung bakit nandito kayo at the very first. Pangarap nyo to So huwag nyong bitawan ng gano'ng kabilis.
And you know, they're going up against a pretty familiar foe, right? I'm sure that you know all of them as well. Ano bang thoughts mo naman dito sa AP Bren roster na to? Because they're very young and they're very new as well, right?
Sobrang proud ako na nasa MPL na sila. Sobrang saya na nakikita ko sila dito.
They're very happy to see you. Kanika na lamang. Kung may mensahe ka para sa parehas na teams, what do you want to say to both of them?
Good luck lang sa parehong teams and enjoy. Bigyan nyo kami ng magandang laban.
Oh, and we are gonna be expecting for that one very, very soon. And with that being said, mukhang yun na ang the last word. Anything you want to say to all of the people who are supporting MPL Philippines, Coach?
Salamat sa lahat ng sumusuporta, lalo na sa Sonic. Ayan sila.
Dami nila, Coach.
Yung misis ko dyan sa namin si Anika.
There we finally have it, Coach Yeb. Maraming salamat for giving us your time and for being here as well. We're gonna be tossing it right back to our casters. So casters, kamusta kayo dyan?
We were just saying, Coach Yeb looks so fresh,
I don't think
stress-free.
so, NBA.
I don't know
vibes.
why. but it's nice to
Money.
see
I
him.
think, yeah, Onyx just
Plain and simple.
lost their tempo before.
I mean, we can't deny the fact
And I
that,
think they're
yeah, aside from all the championship
fine.
rings that you see him wearing.
They already found
So
their
it's nice
tempo
to see
back.
him back here. It's been a while, he said, since season 10. But also don't forget, we just mentioned it, talking about King Kong earlier, bringing you a better tomorrow. BPI empowers Pinoy gamers with
Mas
next
epic
level
na
banking
bukas kung
solutions to help
sa
you level up in life.
BPI.
There's digital deposit accounts, insurance investments, loans, and many more.
Yeah, so you can start saving for an epic future. Open up a hashtag SaveUp account today via the BPI app.
All you need is one ID, 5 minutes of your time, and then you already have an account. Open an epic future with BPI. That's the Bank of the Philippine Islands.
Yeah, you can visit them here. They have a booth or your nearest BPI branch to get started. And this is one for all those Edith users out there like Kirk.
Edith.
There's a new skin, the Prismatic Sentinel. It's now available in-game with 30% off. You can also get it from a chest, so join Edith and experience MLBB esports charm now. It's not just Edith, honestly. There are
Who
so
is
much
that?
skins available in store. Have you gotten your hands on either of the new releases, the Selena?
I got the Selena one, but
Really?
I had 10k diamonds now.
Oh, you heard that?
One. I have one left.
Oh, oh no.
No more.
Okay, it's okay. It's okay. At least you didn't spend 6 million diamonds to get the KOF skin like Naisu, because that's what they always say. But side selection update as we head on back into the match. It's AP Bren now on the blue side. Okay, so I don't know. Earlier it just felt like they really wanted to go for their comfort picks.
Yeah, honestly, there's not much to say in terms of the draft that AP Bren did. It was a very solid draft. They were just straight up crushed. I'm sorry, no
Solid draft.
sugarcoating. They were
But they cannot
decimated
beat.
in that game.
Yeah, literally blindsided. I
Yes,
mean,
because-
if you're AP Bren, you wouldn't
Yeah.
expect a Selena to be showing up
Yeah.
again, especially its
In the
track
last pick.
record, right?
Exactly. If you don't want to get blindsided, don't pick a hero that in the canon is blind.
Wow. So don't pick Farsa.
No, but I'm kidding. The Farsa wasn't the problem. There was no problem with the Farsa. No problem with their drafts. They were just straight up outplayed by the Monster Mage and the rest of on it.
I think one major change could be the blue yo. For
If
AP
he
Bren.
will
Max
get
has been
2-0,
using it, and
he will
when it
smile
comes to
brightly
his
to
Suyo,
me.
It's
Like,
better than expected, so I think they have a fight.
kita menang sayang.
That's Suyo projects, Max.
Yeah, and probably just some sort of
Always on the way.
a glimpse of why most mages do tend to come in later in the draft nowadays, because of what AP Bren did experience in earlier game number 1. But so far, AP Bren surprisingly banned out to
They
put down
ban Matilda
themselves.
and also
It's surprising
Zuxin.
to see
So
this.
the
It's-
first,
because
so
earlier
funny
it
is
was Onyx
open.
Philippines really
Funny's
doubling down on
open.
the XP lane.
Take
their
funny,
heroes.
guys.
So
Take
see how
the
this goes.
freaking
I mean,
funny.
earlier still there got the CC, and I think this is also one of the picks he's really comfortable playing either.
Sir.
But
What's your command?
Oh,
Oh.
no, they got it.
funny.
Oh,
I think
Why does
because
this look
they
like a
cannot.
red side? Nah.
it's gonna be a red
Face.
side.
King
Gareth?
Kong funny.
Or- It's not gonna be a Granger. But there's a Suyo Joy.
It's for sure Suyo.
Magic is my
Oh.
So they take
Nice.
out Harren
So Granger is open, so they will
Granger?
just let
for Shizu.
the AP Brand to choose Granger.
Are they
It's
really
either
gonna
Granger,
Just get
Suyo,
up first?
No, the stuff they have
Or
to pick Joy first.
Joy. If they
There's-
take
If they
Suyo,
want the Granger, they pick
I
up
think
Joy.
Coach why not will
But
take Joy and Granger.
Onyx will get the Suyo,
Suyo Granger.
No, yeah.
Oh.
Okay, so you block the Granger pickup potentially with a Joy. So it's
Mhm.
gonna be up to Onyx if they're gonna pick the Granger, even if there's a Joy on the other side. If they don't pick it, then they pick it. But they said, you know what, we want the
Suyo?
Suyo instead. They hate me. That was personal.
They heard you, they hate you. Now they're gonna show you that you're wrong. Right
Joy and
So
Granger.
it's a Joy Granger Fulvius, maybe?
Experience.
You saw it on the device, didn't
So,
you?
Joy-
Were you looking
Joy?
at the phone? Because they showed it.
Oh no,
Jawhead.
Jawhead again?
Okay.
Oh.
Still the Jawhead.
Well, at least there's no Suyo. Oh, there's no Suyo Jawhead for
Yeah.
AP Bren.
Jawhead,
But-
Tang again.
Okay.
Let's go
I
Jawhead.
don't think AP Brand will Phobius.
Oh.
I think they'll pick Flex, Roam EXP, and then their mid.
Tigreal?
Oh, no, they have to pick their
Epi
gold
Bren?
laner as well.
Uh,
Pasha,
Yuri,
Tigreal,
Only
Moskov.
Moskov.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like an
Pasha.
Irithel, please.
Irithel and the flex pick.
Yeah.
Oh,
True.
that's the flex pick.
Yep.
Okay.
Very flexible, although I think history shows that's more of a
Kekadot hero.
Moscow! They hate me.
Moscow
I agree with
versus
you, so-
Ranger. I think
Yeah,
Ranger
he
wins.
used that. No, I just didn't say it, but I also would have preferred the Irithel.
I don't
There's
know.
a trend. They hate
Hi,
people
Andrew
like
de la
us.
Pena.
What do we
I'm
have?
fine. How about you?
Devilishly handsome.
That's why they hate
Joy.
King Kong.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Okay,
they
the
still get
next
their hands on the
ban.
Joy
I
too,
think they will
so
ban.
now it
Chi-Chi.
feels like a more usual
Oh, no,
drafting
it's-
pattern for
Chi-Chi's
both
not a
sides. We're
problem.
yet to reveal the
far.
mid laners, and we're seeing at least a roam or a flex pick in the first phase.
Yeah, and I think they locked in the
Hylos.
Moskov because they were thinking about the
But
Joy. If
I
you know
think
there's a
only
Joy coming up
PH
on the
can
opponent's
use
side,
Hylos, but
when
they,
you pick up the
they need
Moskov, it's
to
like the
ban.
absolute safest gold laner pick.
Or they
It's
want
like
to
one
use
of the go-tos, but not all
Lucas?
teams go for that. There are teams who are willing to pick an Irithel up against a Joy. Except this time around, AP Bren said, no, we want to play it safe. We want Shizo on the Moskov.
At least they have one less thing to think about. With
Fun.
the Selena ban, they
Okay,
get to
let's see.
take
Well,
away a lot more possibilities for Onyx. But
friends
I'm
can
not sure if
play
I'm
again.
I'd be considering the Selena for Onyx Philippines again since they banned out the Valentina.
Parcia.
So there could
Sicilian.
be a possibility that Onyx Philippines are looking to secure a
Papa
mid
Zane.
laner that has a reliable ultimate,
Yeah.
maybe.
It could be an Eve or a Faramis. I think I'd be okay with a Faramis on the side of Onyx. The Joy Jawhead Granger. It's very aggressive, very
Oh,
in your
yeah.
face.
I really
I
don't
think
know how
one
to.
tell of that is if
analyze
Onyx decide
Joy.
to ban a glue here,
How can
most likely
how
that could be a
can
Faramis
they
popping up on
analyze
their
all of
side.
this?
And that
Hope
happened
will find a
earlier
way,
too, right? But
even
they
when
ban
all
out the
is
Vixana
forlorn.
instead.
Also, Epi Bren
You know
can
what's
choose
signature
Parcia,
aggressive
but
super
then
Friends hero despite
Coach, why not you
Epi
choose
Bren having
Faramis?
the choke,
What's that?
the Farsa.
Yeah,
The Farsa
no?
who spams the recalls mid-air
Yeah.
while using the wings by wings.
Mid-very.
Very.
Yeah, the name of the bird. V-E-R-R-I.
Faramis.
In case you didn't know.
Yes, you didn't know.
Where's the name of the bird? But if Farsa didn't have that much of a great time earlier, now there seems to be a number of threats too from AP Brent's side. There's a Cho at least. But if they really want to play it aggressively, I'd say yeah, the burst damage for the Farsa is very reliable. Just in case.
Let's hear from the crowd.
Chi-Chi.
Oh,
Make some noise for
Oh, so
yours
they, yeah, I think they can.
take out the CC.
They will try to
I think AP Bren are just
Get-
banking and they're gonna get the Lucas.
the XP lane, like the tanky XP lane. Maybe got what on
Kirk
Hylos, but Hylos,
I think Onyx need to go do this again.
Hylos is better, Che.
They don't have a
As
long
for
team fight.
Onyx,
That's a very short team fight around the Joy and a Granger.
Unless they go Fire Mist, but
Then they can extend, yeah.
that will depend on them on whether or not
I
they
was
want to show us
missing-
the Super Prince or the Kirk hero here.
Yeah,
But it'd be nice if they get one of them. So.
Or maybe they
Glue.
get the glue. Maybe
Glue!
they abandon the
Bro, glue!
Oh, but the Fire Mist is open for
Faramis is
AP
open.
Bren.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, tapi ada.
Get poison.
But
Is it
glue!
gonna be Onyx?
Glue! Glue! Gak ada sana. Glue! Oh,
Okay, there
Lucas!
you go, Lucas.
Why? Kenapa
So
gak glue
this
ya?
is somewhat of a tankier
Yeah,
EXP
this is a
lane
new
too.
player for Apple Brand.
Glue, glue, glue.
Glue,
I am not the only one bound
Oh,
by
really?
Really
Ah.
obvious.
obvious.
They abhor me at this point. It's not even hate. It's like, what picks? I listen to you.
Payback's fun.
Faramis.
Farsa.
They still go for the
Faramis?
Farsa. Okay.
No.
So
Faramis. Eve.
is it gonna be the
Sicilian.
Fire Mist?
Faramis.
Eve, Farah.
Faramis
It's either
gak
those
sih?
two.
Damage-nya udah cukup cuy. Sumpah. Ranger, Joy,
How many EFP
Lucas.
on the-
Faramis gak sih?
Oh,
Compared to Super Prince Abyssal Arrows, We did not hit the mark.
Oh, iya sama Shakira. Aku juga lagi berdoa buat kemenangan mereka.
I
You didn't
this
expect
was
that they will
part
take
of your keys to
Aurora.
victory a while ago. He said you need to
What the hell?
blindside. Yeah.
That's
we all-
true.
We all got
That's true.
blindsided.
So
bro.
they listened to my keys to victory. That's why
Yeah.
the draft went that way, and I absolutely only got the joy pick right.
So that's called self-gaslight.
Yeah.
I mean,
didn't
That's just called
expect
self-belief at that
it.
point.
I'm liking it though.
Hey, Lady Bruce, good.
The unpredictability.
Yeah.
Predictable
showing us here.
draft.
And one, I like how you've been laughing at me a lot this season. Friggin'. It's like the common theme this season. Just laugh at me. By the way,
I don't know
line
how
rating
to
all
read.
favoring Onyx Philippines. Their crowd control, a lot of it, push potential
I think
as
it's
well. They both
for
have
draft, I
good
think.
synergies.
Wow.
Right
The
side
potential for
win
early to
guys.
late game.
Wow.
But
goes
for
in
the
favor
late
of Onyx
game, I
Philippines.
don't know. I
Yellow
think
is the theme of the day. All flickers.
Welcome
Yeah.
to Mobile Legends.
But no, I want Onyx to win, please.
No, but seriously, they're all on flickers. So you could already imagine the outcome of the team fights that'll happen later on. But early leashing, I think, is the focus and priority for Onyx right now. That's Brusco making sure that King Kong gets to fire fast. Oh, that's really fast.
You know,
Crowd
luckily
control,
for
man.
AP
See,
Bren,
ito connect
Super Prince
connect
doesn't have a much
Brusco
aggressive
ay
mid
empar
laner
ke
compared to the
belakang,
Selena,
di
so they
freeze lang sama
can,
si Super Prince
however, try
mati.
to go for the control
Ini
over
meta
the
meta
mid river,
chulot
but
na siya.
King Kong continues this aggression alongside Brusco. They're just gonna get pushed
Meta
back.
meta. Chulik satu,
Looking
chulik
at the
satu.
emblems real quick. Is there something we need to take note of here in Mar?
Nothing too crazy.
Oh,
Might go for an early first blood onto Brusco, but he was able to flicker out. Here comes Kekedot also. Still,
Nice.
aggression of
Nice,
Onyx is really
baby.
forcing AP Bren back to their
Whoa.
backs.
yeah. And I'm liking the constant three-man early rotations too.
That's adorable. That sticker was so cute. He said, bye.
At least he survived.
Yeah. You know what? This Aurora pick was actually very good. The Onyx Philippines without an Aurora are lacking crowd control. They needed that big source of crowd control, and I think to them the Faramis would not have been enough.
Look at that.
Oh, Kekedot doesn't have the... Oh, he still has the flicker. But he's being brought down very low constantly by Onyx Philippines whenever he spots
Ooh.
it.
Oh,
Good hail blast forcing out the delay onto Kekedot's recall. And now that's bad news because again Turtle has spawned and they're
Free-
out of
free
position
Turtle, huh?
for this first Turtle.
Yeah.
yeah. Onyx will just get this without a
Brusco.
problem. Good invade by Brusco.
Okay, gonna zone out James Banks once again. Gonna keep them at bay. Make sure that no trade will be made for
Okay.
AP Bren
Free
as King
Turtle.
Kong gets the turtle.
Yeah, no retribution needed. And we're just going to be waiting for the next aggressive sequence.
Ako
which
ada
will
vlog
look like
baru
it's,
guys, tapi aku
initiated
upload
right now by Brusco and Super
mga
Prince.
besok
Brusco trying to look at the
sasaya.
purple buff to see if he'll catch out
Habis match
James
ini
Banks.
ako mga edit
Decides to
lagi
let it go as
habis.
Kekedot and Choveskirt show themselves in the center of the map. Brusco with a
Oh,
toss.
Nice
Thunder
combo,
throw
but
there,
no,
not by the
they're not.
ultimate, but Kekedot was sneaky enough to walk
Aw.
away. He has the blast!
Let's go, Kirk.
And Kekedot got erased.
And that's the Onyx we know. The out of nowhere backup rotation
Nice
by
combo.
Kirk. Great shockwave blast.
Hello,
I think
aking
Onyx have found their
tela.
timing again.
Yeah. That was
Oh,
a full
King Kong,
commit
King
too,
Kong.
but wait.
Oh,
Wait,
damn, King
Almost
Kong's
one more
dead.
Death Sonata, but here comes the
Nice.
counterattack from there.
Brusco,
Gonna pick up
mati
King
ko
Kong,
katabi.
make it two. Brusco is also down for the
Oh,
side of
Pameka.
Onyx, so AP Bren was
Ugi, Joe,
happy with that
Anning.
trade.
Yeah, they finally found some answers. Both junglers actually were traded right there.
Okay,
River versus
Era.
Kekedot though.
Oh, the
Oh.
Rhapsodies are connecting to Kekedot.
Oh,
One
you-
more Death Sonata can do the job.
Oh!
And
Nice,
the
Kela.
Rhapsody was able to finish the job and bring down Kekedot.
Never bring your fists to a gunfight without your own gun. Kelra was just predicting the movement so well. Super Friends with a flicker! And a
Nice one.
freeze! Let
Very
it go,
nice.
Okay.
Super Friends, but he won't.
I was wrong. I thought I wouldn't expect
Yeah,
any
yeah,
aggressive
yeah,
play from the
friends.
Aurora of Super Prince. Super Prince says, think again. He has the flicker.
He is just so confident in
Hello,
not just
Eldrin
this game,
Granada.
but the entire series so far. Super Prince has just been
Kaget yung maafan.
constantly
Maafan
on the
sila.
lookout for
Yep.
kills and people who they can
Mama.
potentially take down from AP Bren.
You mentioned earlier, you mentioned something earlier, Brigida, that Coach Why Not brought up something, an old quote maybe that Onyx, but Onyx playing not to lose. This is clearly Onyx playing to win. The aggressive, instinctual Onyx that led to them to becoming M6 and SPS champions.
Yes, Kirk.
Look at Kirk.
Oh!
There!
Look at there from the back line, forcing out Super Prince King Kong to walk away. Here comes the kick coming in from Gekidon. And there's the feathered airstrike from Chomps.
Nice!
There is the first man down. Onyx with the counter respawn shockwave blast coming in from Kirk. And they zone out AP Bren for a clean turtle take.
Yeah, 2 members were zoning out AP Bren, whereas there was alone. And now Onyx Philippines can just peacefully take this turtle for themselves. So far, everything is going really well. Also, already establishing an almost 3K gold lead for Onyx Philippines.
Not like Dare said, hey guys, look what I can do. And AP
still
Bren couldn't
ongoing
because Kirk showed up at the right time. James backs in the middle.
Nice.
Now, okay, a beautiful cast of the Frigid Glacier for Super Prince to stop the aggression of AP Bren. And now Brusco providing enough vision for King Kong to make a move and just literally take away the jump.
Miss opportunity.
But he's up against 3 and the Kelra picks up another kill.
Yo, Brusco used the unstoppable force like a purify, knowing that he would be CC immune, so that the kick angle of Gekidon won't be right.
That was an interesting interaction. Not one you'd usually see, but we learned something new again today just because of Brusco. Oh, mid lane!
Okay, Brusco keeping there and Jumpskirt at bay. Here comes the feathered airstrike as Onyx focuses their target on the mid lane turret.
Nice!
Gonna feel the wrath of the god in the goal lane. Kelra once again picks up a kill.
It's not just Super Prince who's mad this game, it's Kelra too.
It's Brusco, everyone.
Everyone is actually
I'm also mad. Not because Onyx Philippines is winning, it's just, where was this Onyx?
The beast woke up finally.
Maybe
3 weeks.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe it just does take time. Maybe it just needs a familiar matchup to remind yourself why you dominated.
Yeah.
And AP Bren is just unfortunate that they're on the receiving end of Onyx at their absolute angriest.
Yeah.
Look at the gold lead of Kelra.
Massive.
Gold lead of Kera.
Double, actually.
Yeah.
Malefic Roar, Skypiercer, Hunter Strike already built up for the Granger. And only a Corrosion Scythe, still waiting for the second item of the Moskov.
And as soon as he picked up the Skypiercer, already secured the 2 kills, so there's already 20 stacks for the Skypiercer of Kelra. And now Onyx is just literally taking away everything AP Bren can take for them to equalize the economy, and Onyx is doing a good job at preventing that.
Let's go, free turtle again.
They're really just going to leave Shizo to pushing down the bottom lane. And they're providing space for him. You see how the Cho in the far side of the map are positioned. That's them providing space for their Moskov in the bottom. Giving up that turtle.
And free turret.
I think they'll have to give up this second tower in the top lane as well. As Brusco and Super Prince providing good backup for him if ever needed. And Onyx will reset to the center of the map.
That's the only thing they can do for now. Just to somehow minimize this massive lead in Onyx Philippines' hands. And now AP Bren, they can barely move out of the remaining areas where they can feel safe. I mean, look at this.
Yeah, and not to mention all throughout the skirmishes, King Kong was just focused on his objective. The jungle creeps, continuously farming up. His KD is just 0-1-2. So the moment that King Kong makes his presence felt, it could spell trouble for AP Bren.
Oh, Brusco. Is he gonna look for someone?
He's zoning out. He's pushing them back.
He
popped that. He knew it would be an obvious angle, but it forced AP Bren back so that Onyx Philippines will be able to get the tower in the mid. King Kong now has the Holy Crystal, and I think we might just be waiting for the inevitable victory here of Onyx Philippines, as the lead has gone to the point where it would be difficult to come back. Very difficult to come back for AP Bren, but they still can capitalize on Onyx making a mistake.
Yep. I mean, there are no purifiers to be found. So Kekidot possibly one great setup, but speaking of Kekidot!
Okay, Kekidot was able to flicker it up, but there comes the Unstoppable Force plus Ejector feeding off the kill to kill. King Kong goes
Let's
in
go!
right after Chomskirt. Unexpected play from the King of the Jungle, but 2 bodies will fall down for Bren.
They didn't even wait for the Lord to
Push.
spawn anymore.
Push.
And look at Onyx just
Push.
knocking at the base of AP
Push.
Bren.
You can expect friends to catch
Push.
the Flicker Frigid Glacier at any given moment. Once the minions spawn, here comes Brusco.
Uy, Brusco!
Out there.
GG!
There's the Frigid Glacier, not gonna connect to anyone, but Kirk is sorting out members of AP Bren. Kinko has to walk away. The first man down might be Kirk. And there was still a glimpse of hope for AP Bren.
Yeah, big punish there by AP Bren. Good lockdown onto Kirk. And even the Spirit of Destruction by Shizo forced Onyx Philippines to focus on repositioning instead, making sure that they don't get hit. Onyx still have the lead, yes, but now a glimmer of hope for AP Bren as they have just a slightly bit more space to work with Kirk down, but he will come back.
So now Onyx Philippines might not be able to immediately go for the Lord right when it spawned. And Shizo earlier actually felt like he was sort of ready to fight. If only Brusco wasn't able to do that mini sidestep, avoiding the Spear of Destruction, AP Bren might have actually went for it, but now they're back and they're in full control of the Lord Pit.
Yeah. Still, James Pax
Lord.
man will eventually moves. Will concede
Oh,
the Lord.
Brusco.
Brusco goes in with the
Stone.
conceal.
No, no, no.
They might go for
I'm listening.
Kekedot. All the
I'm
ultimates,
listening.
almost all, have been casted for the side of Onyx. And all the while, Shizu was just
Top
pushing
top
up
lane,
top, trying
top
to
lane,
get a
guys.
turret.
Yeah.
Someone
Kirk missed the flash combo knockback that was supposed to land for Kekedot. However, they were able to force AP Bren to go back. Shizo, split push up top, able to break it.
Kiara, no,
Oh, Jobeskirt now
never die.
has the Blood Wings. Just a little bit more survivability for a very key target for Onyx Philippines. Lord marching in down mid, only the first one in the game. Should still be defendable for AP Bren.
Three-lane
Not
push.
Unless the French Brusco combinations connect onto AP Bren. This could be a
Three-lane push.
double angle for
Yep.
Sonic.
I think it's three-lane
They
push.
really need to be wary of their damage dealers and their wave clear. Now, oh, there goes Brusco!
Okay, luckily he missed. He just threw the cart away. Now he's surrounded by 4 members of the Beast. There goes in Chomskirt as well. With the ultimate to zone out the members of Onyx. Kekedot is going to fall down. A 1-for-1. But still, Onyx has the Lord. Now they set their eyes on the top lane turret, but AP Bren will be able to defend.
They still have minion waves coming in here, but AP Bren should have enough utility still to hold on. Both roamers gone.
All right. Kelra now just really wanting to take down this top inhibitor turret as well. Oh, there goes the Frigid Glacier, buying enough space and time.
Yes!
And King Kong goes for the back with the electrifying beat against the man
Nice.
with a million moves. He will do so successfully take him down. Here comes the SOD coming in from Shizu. The Silent Kid no more as he's making his presence felt and bring down the King of the Jungle.
All right. One base turret still stands for AP Bren, but they're slowly showing signs and are able to fight back. The Trinity build is already intact for Shizu, so they really might want to look for openings against Onyx.
The next one should be endgame for Onyx Philippines.
Let's
AP
go take
Bren
another Lord,
has
guys, please.
50 seconds to work with.
And
50 seconds to get a pick, to get advantage, so that the Lord won't be an easy take for Onyx Philippines. King Kong, great read on the movement of James Pants, but the SOD coming in big time for Shizo. Make sure that King Kong goes down.
Yeah, and also the pickoff from Kekedot used up the Way of the Dragon to make sure King Kong won't be able to escape that anymore.
It's a full build Granger.
Oh.
Conceding this next Lord should not be the decision for AP Bren. For defending the next push should prove to be almost unstoppable for them.
Yeah. No one's
Bottom,
able
they will
to
try
look
to
for
attack the
Kelra
bottom lane, no.
just yet. They're
Lord,
protecting him so well,
Lord dance.
even whenever they're trying
Second
to go for
Lord.
the siege. So now what will be the plan for AP Bren? You said it, they need to contest it. So which angles are they going to take?
The Keller route might be the way right now because Keller has no defensive items, no Wind of Natures or Winter Crowns. So a beautiful pickup from Kekedot can't do the job as he goes in for the conceal, but gets stopped off by Super Friends in a dodge from Kelra. Point blank shot right in the face, but Shizu answers back, bringing down the God in the gold lane. Kirk working on Shizu. He pops his Wind of Nature, and it looks like a green light for AP Bren, but Kirk will fall down in the hands of Chomskirt. Look at the positioning of King Kong. This might be an angle for King Kong to wreak havoc against Chomskirt.
Nice!
To bring down the mid lane. James back to the next one. Oh, the knockout!
No.
But Caesar brings down the beast incarnate!
He was silent for a long time, but he finally comes up big time. Divine intervention, a knock-up from the Lord, and Shizo and Kekedot secure the Lord. A miracle for the bees.
Damn,
4
son.
members of Onyx Philippines just taken down like that. And what perfect timing have we seen from Chop Skirt?
3-2-0,
That
guys.
setup using the feathered airstrike even when they thought, or even when we thought that no one could have potentially provided follow-up to Kekedot. He had the feathered airstrike and the damage, the passive from Shizo, just reaching Kelra even though we thought he was in a very safe position.
Yeah, and we were saying this a while ago that Kelra didn't have any single defensive item, no Rose Gold, Winter Crown, or Immortality. So the moment that Kekedot made the move, there was able to follow up immediately, and just the whole squad of the Beast bursts down the main target, which was the God in the gold lane.
Let's go with the toss.
Okay, here comes the toss plus the Frigid Glacier. They're gonna be able to get
nice,
Kekedot.
nice
Kekedot,
one.
an off-gaggle kick
You,
onto Super
bye,
Friends. It
bye,
spells a
Kekedot.
disaster
Bye,
for the
Kekedot.
Bees as Kelra picks up a double kill, but AB Bren,
Bye.
they still have a Lord seizing in onto the top lane.
But Onyx Philippines should be able to go ahead and stop that without a problem. AP Bren, it looks like they didn't expect Onyx Philippines to be positioned that way. The 7K gold lead that Onyx had was erased. And now it has slightly gone back their way, just 2,000. But a lot of people, a lot of players here are already item locked. King Kong,
God,
item
I'm so
locked.
nervous,
Kekedot
guys.
just built up an immortality.
Ay,
And
shibal.
still waiting for the last item, potentially a BOD for James Spanks. Still, Onyx now have a chance to build more advantage.
Honestly, Kekedot is becoming really scary for Onyx Philippines. He's been making or opening up so much possibilities, looking for Kelra, hunting him down. Not to mention the damage that Shizu already has. But
Oh.
Onyx are back. They're knocking again, and they might want to put an end to this.
Okay, so Shizu actually built up top boost for himself. He knows
fall
the
back.
crowd control that Onyx
Fall
Philippines has. He
back.
needs to reduce it one way or another. 55
Ganda mo
seconds.
talaga.
We set the timer earlier for
What
AP
is-
Brent. They needed to
ganda mo.
contest, and they
What does
contested.
that mean?
And it is now a very
Is
even
it
ball game. That the next
Beautiful?
contention for
You are
AP
beautiful?
Bren
Something like
should
that.
actually be a 50-50, depending on a very important factor, the minion waves and how they're positioned in the map by the time the next Lord begins. James Max, BOD, Jove Skirt with a Winter Crown, and that item can be big for him in the next big team
Winter
fight.
Crown.
Because honestly, right now, the
Maganda yung
waves
target, so-
Onyx Philippines are able to take care of them really, really
Friends, you
well.
gotta
But
the
look at where
winter.
they're positioned right now.
Pero dada.
Oh, they
One.
might actually want to go for something. They really check out every single member. Was that the Retribution
Yeah.
used by King Kong?
Okay, King Kong used the red 3 just to make sure AP Bren won't have a sniff of that purple buff.
17 minutes in. When we thought this game would be finished before 15 minutes, maybe even 13 minutes,
Gas nga si.
it has gone to the very, very
Gas
late
nga si,
game.
guys.
Minion waves
Yeah,
are
wala
pushing
kang
out, and it
makarami
looks
eh.
healthy for AP Bren. Onyx don't look like they're going to be playing for the macro. They will play for this Lord, and it could be one last big fight.
Okay, Brusco trying to get the information, zoning out the members. They're going for there.
Here comes Unstoppable Force, but there was able to flicker out. There might get bursted down. The Immortality will be popped. Here comes the SOD. Chop Skirts with the ultimate. Gonna be a
Shizu goes
retribution
in.
battle between the Lords. But Shizu goes in. Brusco with a beautiful Pangs! The man with a million moves secures the Lord. Plus another kill. A
Three
kill
down.
spree.
Yes!
It's from the gold lane. If AB Bren gets the Lord, Onyx
Oh my
gets the
God,
bodies
let's
of
go,
the
guys.
beast.
It's only
Let's
the
go.
silent kid
It's over,
remaining,
it's over.
but it
It's
looks
a
like
zero,
the
guys.
gods
Okay,
will
thank you
march
so
in
much.
and
Thank
strike
you for watching
thunder
my
in his
live.
heart.
Thank you so
Thunder
much. Okay.
has never sounded
Okay.
this loud once again as Onyx reigns supreme and
Guys, please
bounces
don't focus
back
on my boyfriend.
in 3
If
weeks.
my boyfriend dies, his friend does not die. Are not die.
After their 3
Okay?
match losing skid,
Thank you.
Onyx
Thank you so
Philippines
much,
have
guys.
found their way back, taking the sweep
hope
up
next
against the
week-
Bees.
And next week,
They
they can stay
look like they're back.
like
But a
this.
bit of more questions for Onyx
Guys,
Philippines
please be
though.
happy.
Because AP Bren almost looked like they were going to force game
Hello,
number 3 on the back
Yan.
of Shizo.
Yeah.
Going God mode
No, no, we
for
know.
Kelra
Everything's like
went
perfect.
God
It's
mode.
true, it's like a play
Great
perfect.
performance by AP Bren, and
I
they
hope
get
they don't
better
shoot. Yeah, I
every
hope they
week
don't
here in
shoot.
MPL
So,
Philippines.
Yep.
Next week, we should
Let's go,
see
let's go.
their
The Eddie
first
Bruce
win come in.
God.
But for now, it's Onyx Philippines who
Tapi
break their losing streak.
I am honestly
good game for
thinking
Ate
of
Bren.
what to call
They are
this
new
James
players
Pax and
now
Shizu connection
from
already.
MDL.
Because
It's kinda
that
hard
game
to face
was
the
nearly
MPLPH
turned around by
champion,
these
you know,
two
Francis
players. It
champion,
wasn't
I
just
think.
Shizu, it was also
Like,
the
it's just different
retribution coming in from James Pax.
They will
The confidence.
They will be
behind
better
these players,
next time.
they're really
AP Bren.
showing up. They're starting
Subangan,
to show
AP
up.
Bren.
So a lot of hope for
Cheer up,
Mavis
AP Bren.
who are here to support this team. But definitely we are going to look out for them in the coming weeks. But again, the happier side of the arena, the Sonics
Nice.
once more. Finally,
Nice, Sonic
they're seeing their
PH.
idols, their favorites.
From Daddy doang ka.
Once
Yeah.
again, they will be in the winner's interview. I know a lot of you have
Go pa
missed
rin
this.
rin.
So let
Guys,
us
please
not prolong this
translate
any
whatever
longer.
they said.
Let's hand it over to
Because
our
I
host
cannot speak
and
Tagalog.
talk to Onyx Philippines after winning this match.
And finally back on the winning column, it's Onyx Philippines!
Hey guys, smile was
Grabe
more.
ang cheer ng
Guys,
Super
smile.
Family. And now gusto kong tanungin
Why
si
they
King
look
Kong.
sad?
King Kong, Onyx
Why
is
they look
back.
so stressed?
After ng ilang matches na nahirapan kayo, you're now at a win with a 2-0 sweep. Feel mo ba ito na yung
Why they
start
look so
ulit ng
stressed,
pataas
bro?
na pataas yung pang momentum?
Tingin ko po, hindi pa rin start ng momentum namin kasi may malalaman namin sa sa second leg. Kasi nanggigigil na rin kami bawian lahat ng mga nakalaban namin nung unang leg.
Nakita ko si Kelra umiiling na hindi pa tapos yung question. Kelra, bakit feel mo na hindi pa ito
Oo
yung tuloy-tuloy yung momentum?
Ayun, yung sabi ni King Kong, yun na yun.
Oo, ayun yung magpakakumpiyansa for now.
You have to see it. King Kong, I actually have another question. Kasi, dati yung naging housemates, if I would say, yung mga manlalaro ng AP Bren, na ngayon nakalaban nyo na. How does it feel that you're going up against a familiar foe?
I
At
really
ano yung
like the
masasabi
design
mo
of
sa
the
kanila?
jacket, Choy. Bagus banget, anjing.
Anong pakiramdam na kalaban mo na sila ulit? Or
May payo
magkakampi
ka
kayo
ba?
dati tapos magkalaban kayo ngayon sa MPL stage pa?
Lah, Kirk emang di anting, Chok.
Siyempre nung
I
una
just noticed
nakaka-excite.
that Kirk
Tapos
have...
nag-relapse ako, nag-relapse ng season 13. Kasi lagi namin sila
Earrings.
nakalaban nun.
I think this is...
Nag-relief siya ng konti.
Ah,
But at
konti lang
least,
naman.
konti lang. Kasi
Earrings na,
kinakailangan din nila nung panalo.
All of
Coach,
them
why
got
not? I wanna
earrings.
give you this question this time.
Cute.
Kasi I think for the longest
Tapos
time,
pagkagatin
right?
na ball,
This is,
ako ka
after a very long
nararito.
time, ito ang unang tsansa na nagkaroon kayo ng losing streak, which doesn't happen very often. What do you usually tell the boys, especially before the start of this game?
Ayun nga medyo self-explanatory na bago pa lang mag-start yung season, sinabihan ko na yung team na we have to be really prepared. Kumbaga, obviously, yung mga teams na hindi nakapag-compete internationally noong nakaraan, gigil yan eh. So, kailangan namin mas maging gigil, in a sense. Kailangan namin mas maging maingat sa preparation or mas maging matalino sa preparation. So, yun talaga eh. Tulad na sinabi nila kanina, tinanong nyo kung ito na ba yung bawi. I think could be a start, pero we'll see. Kasi we want to work on some things talaga.
Yeah, for sure. Aside from those, can you give us like at least one without deviating or giving your strategy away? Ano ba yung kinailangan mong i-address na isang bagay siguro na talagang nagbago yung perspective ng team moving forward?
Wala naman masyado. Siguro sinigurado lang namin kagabi na nagmamahalan kami.
Expression.
Bawat isa.
Okay. I guess we leave it at that again. Okay, yun ang mahalaga. Once again, your winners, Onyx Philippines! Gentlemen, you may now take your walk of victory.
Smile. Smile, Brusko. Brusko, smile! He wants to smile.
Finally, back on the winning column are the Sonics. And with that win, gentlemen, you may now take your bow. After a long while, the taste of victory talagang mas matamis, especially when the defending champions have claimed it.
And even so, hindi pa rin sila
to end this Sunday. So, I'm happy that Briscoe win. I hope they can win the next week. They go against who? Next week 4. Yeah. Oh shit, man, I cannot watch it. I'm in other country. I'm in other city. Gimana ya? Pada buka puasa bareng lagi anjir. Tapi gue pengen nonton, tapi nggak bisa kayaknya. Yang hari Minggu ya bisa. Hari Minggunya aja kali ya. Ya udah. Sekian live stream aku live stream cuman bakal buat restream aja kayaknya guys, restream, dan kalau main game mungkin bakal lebih banyak di TikTok. Ya udah, kasih ya yang udah pada nongol. Setisa kemana jarang nongol. Iya, tapi tadi ada. Makasih yang udah pada nonton. Jangan lupa dukung RRQ dan juga Onik PH di MPL Indo dan juga MPL PH. Doain ya semoga RRQ dan Onik PH sama-sama menang terus. Oke, thank you all. I love you.